Have you ever stepped into a friend's home and noticed everything is perfectly in place? Not because guests were coming, not because they just spent hours scrubbing, but simply because it always looks that way. You start wondering, what's different about them? More willpower? More free time? Do they actually enjoy tidying up? Here's what I've learned. These individuals aren't just neater. Their minds operate on a completely different wiring, neurologically, behaviorally. The person who wipes down counters daily works from a mental model miles apart from someone who only cleans when clutter becomes unbearable or the doorbell is about to ring. Today, we're breaking that down. Because a tidy home isn't just about appearances, it reflects your inner state, your self-image, and how you relate to your surroundings. Let's start here. Your brain doesn't separate your internal world from your external environment as cleanly as you assume. Psychologists call this cognitive load, the mental effort your brain uses at any moment. Research shows physical clutter competes for your attention even when you're not consciously noticing it. Every pile of laundry, stack of mail, dirty plate, or shoe left in the hallway, your brain registers it as incomplete work. And incomplete work costs mental energy. A Princeton study found that visual clutter overloads your visual cortex, reducing your brain's ability to focus and process information. So, a messy room isn't just annoying. It literally makes you less sharp, more tired, and easily distracted. Does your concentration suffer when your desk is disorganized? Now flip it. When your environment is clean and orderly, your brain gets to rest. That's why daily cleaners think clearer, feel calmer, and have environments that work for them, not against them. Here's a deeper truth. We're not really talking about people who love mopping floors. We're talking about people who've discovered that maintaining their space is one of the most dependable ways to maintain a sense of control over life. Think about it. So much is outside your control. The economy, weather, other people's moods, traffic, your boss's decisions. Most of life feels unpredictable. For many, that unpredictability creates a low-level, constant anxiety. But your home? That you can control. The kitchen counter, the bathroom sink, whether your bed is made. And every time you act to restore order, you send your nervous system a message. I'm in charge here. Things are okay. Have you ever felt that wave of relief after cleaning a cluttered room? Psychologists call this internal locus of control, the belief that your actions shape your outcomes. People with a strong internal locus experience less anxiety, more motivation, and greater resilience. A clean space is a quiet vote for your own capability. Now let's talk about the real engine behind this behavior. Identity. People who clean daily don't necessarily enjoy scrubbing floors. They do it because, through repeated action, they've internalized an identity. They became the kind of person who keeps a tidy home. Behavioral psychology is clear. We act in alignment with who we think we are. So if you believe I'm a messy person, you'll let things pile up and shrug. That's just me. But identity isn't fixed. It's built from evidence. Every time you wipe the table after dinner, you build the identity of someone who cares for their space. Every made bed reinforces, I follow through on small promises. Do that enough, and your brain rewrites its self-image. The goal isn't to force yourself to clean forever. It's to do it consistently until you no longer need to force it. Morning rituals are especially powerful here. Neurologically, right after waking, your brain is relaxed and receptive. Cortisol naturally spikes in the morning, creating a window for focus and neuroplasticity. So, what happens when the first thing you do is make your bed? First, you use that neurological window to reinforce a habit. Second, you get a dopamine hit from a visible completed task. Third, you build momentum. Admiral McRaven said, if you want to change the world, start by making your bed. That first small accomplishment encourages another task, then another. The compound effect isn't just a tidier home, it's a more productive day. Every day. Now, I need to be honest. Some of you are thinking, I've always been messy. That's just who I am. Consider this. Your clutter isn't neutral. It's telling you something. It's either a symptom or a cause of something internal. When life feels out of control, environments reflect that. During depression, dishes pile up, beds go unmade. External chaos mirrors internal chaos. Research found that people who described their homes as cluttered had higher cortisol levels throughout the day compared to those who described their homes as restful. Your home state directly affects your baseline stress every hour you spend in it. Here's something to stop believing. Daily cleaners aren't more disciplined than you. When you see a consistently clean home, you're watching automation, a habit as natural as brushing your teeth. Discipline starts the habit. Automation sustains it. Discipline is a limited resource. Automation is self-sustaining. A 2009 study found it takes about 66 days for a behavior to become automatic. Force yourself long enough, and forcing stops being necessary. There's another dimension rarely discussed: the sensory experience of a clean environment. Think about walking into a clean room. Visual clarity, open space, no low-level noise from clutter. A clean environment signals safety to your nervous system. Things are handled. You can rest. For highly sensitive people, this effect is even stronger. If you've walked into a messy room and felt anxiety spike, or entered a clean space and felt yourself exhale, that's your nervous system responding. Maintaining cleanliness becomes a mental health practice. Here's something fascinating. When people clean under stress, the rhythm and visible results form one of psychology's most effective behavioral activation tools. When you're anxious and sitting still, your nervous system stays activated. But when you get up and do something with a clear finish, you discharge nervous energy through action. The dishes get done, and something inside you settles. This is especially powerful at day's end. Spend 10 minutes tidying before bed. You're creating a psychological boundary between the day that was and the night ahead. You're telling your brain, the day is done. I handled it. Now rest. So how do you actually start? First, shrink the start. Most people wait until dishes tower or laundry mountains form. Then the task looks impossible. Catch it small. Wipe the counter right after cooking. Wash dishes right after eating. When mess never grows, maintenance becomes minimal. Second, attach it to an existing routine. You already make coffee every morning. Wipe the counter while it brews. You already brush your teeth at night. Wipe the bathroom sink right after. Third, make it enjoyable. Don't approach cleaning as punishment. Put on music you love. Turn it into a ritual you look forward to. I'll close with this. Your home isn't just where you live. It's a physical expression of your standards. It reflects what you believe you deserve. When you start taking care of your space, you send yourself the message, I live here. This is what I deserve. People who clean daily aren't obsessive. They've simply decided their environment matters, affecting their mood, energy, and sense of self. So here's my challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one space in your home, just one. Maintain it every day. The kitchen, the bedroom, wherever you spend the most time. Do that for 7 days. Then tell me it hasn't changed something in you. Tell me it hasn't given you more energy, more confidence, that you're someone who follows through on small promises to yourself. Because that's what this is really about. Not a clean room. It's about becoming the kind of person who shows up for themselves. Someone who takes care of their space, and by extension, their inner peace. I'd love to hear your experience. Do you feel calmer in an ordered home or more comfortable in chaos? If this video resonated, click like. It really helps the channel. And subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care of your space, and I'll see you in the next video.